Welcome to our What's New in SOLIDWORKS 2019 series. I'm Adam and I'll guide you through some of the changes in the part modelling in SOLIDWORKS 2019. Multibody part modelling is a standard method to create designs like this weldment framework, but to find multibody part interferences, the part had to be placed in an assembly. A welcome addition in the SOLIDWORKS 2019 is the interference detection tool is now available in part mode. This can bring a greater insight into multibody parts. It's especially useful for weldment designs to verify that all members have been properly trimmed. Part multibody interference detection is a great addition to speed up our day-to-day use of the software. In SOLIDWORKS 2018, Tablas Slot was one of the top enhancements for fabricated sheet metal designers. Based upon a lot of customer requests, 2019 builds upon the Tablas Slot feature with some critical options to reflect real-world applications. For example, welding tabs into slots is quite common using a through-hole cut, but a half-thickness tab. We now have support for this through the no through cut option. Also introduced, unequal offsets for slots allow users to design in the flexibility of machining tolerances from different directions. The new corners option allows more manufacturing flexibility. For example, it's easier to cut around instead of a sharp corner. The link groups option means I can consolidate design intent into one place for all the Tablas slots that have identical parameters. And finally, we can also use the Tablas slot features on the cylindrical edges. Now, let's take a look at how SOLIDWORKS 2019 can deal with 3D textures. Some designs, such as this grip, require textures or bumps that can be functional or just for aesthetic purposes. These textures can be time-consuming to model and require many features such as these ribs. SOLIDWORKS 2019 introduces a new 3D texture tool which leverages an image to define a pattern of bumps. Here, several variations have been created using the tool, including a logo. These 3D textures are created by applying an appearance to a part or face, then the size and orient as required. The new 3D texture command can be used to turn that appearance into 3D geometry. The lighter the colour in the appearance, the farther the offset from the base face, and there are controls for mesh size and offset. SOLIDWORKS then creates a mesh body that is ready for downstream processing or 3D printing. These are just a few of the enhancements of SOLIDWORKS 2019. In summary, we can now do interference detection at part level. Tablas Slot has some important additions and can now support unequal offsets, corner options, link groups and support for circular edges. And finally, we've seen some superb options for working with 3D textures. These new tools will help you to streamline the workflow when working with mesh data and save steps when working with part models.